Hello, and welcome to How Do You Drew?
This is a Drew Barrymore podcast brought to you by thedrewseum.com.
And sponsored by our friends at Positive Medium.
I'm Anne,
And I'm Ashley.
and welcome to episode 28.
Hey, you sound a lot better.
I am a lot better. It's been
Yay.
basically, just under a full week since I tested positive. I'm feeling much better. Today's the first day I went outside for the past
That's
week.
huge. Oh my God.
Yep. And it was a blistering 14 degrees.
I'm like, sounds refreshing.
It actually really was, believe it or
I
not.
bet it was.
I came inside and my cheeks were like rosy red with life. Like I felt so good. So yes, I'm feeling better and I
Woo!
sound better. So yes.
Love to hear it.
Yes.
All right. How would you love to hear some follow-ups?
Absolutely. I want to hear tell me what follow-ups we've got.
This is just because we always talk about number one, Drew and exes, and number two, if she's dating right now. So we'll just
Yes.
follow up, bulletin on that. On Drew's news this past week, or possibly the week before, she said that she doesn't have any pictures of her exes that she looks at, because that was like a story they were talking about.
Yeah.
But she does have some of, quote, current rotations.
Ooh, does she mean current rotations, meaning the multiple people that she's possibly
That's
dating?
exactly what she meant.
Cool.
So, thought that was fun to hear.
That's interesting. Was the story literally about like people who
I think it was actually about looking at your pictures of your current partner is good for your relationship, and somehow
Aw.
exes came up. So
Okay.
yeah, that was
I
cute.
love looking at pictures of my current partner.
I know. I was like, I so get that, because like before Jason and I lived together, I would like he didn't understand this because he's just not the same. I'd be like, I have to take pictures of us together because I have to look at them when we're apart.
Aw,
Like,
yeah.
now I don't do it
Absolutely.
as much, and I'm like, oh, it's because I see him all the time. Like, I don't need it as much. But he's out of town right now, so I actually have been like, look how cute.
Aw. Yeah, I got this cute little printer and I just printed out 2 pictures of my beau and I, and it made me really
Oh,
happy. I put them on my fridge.
that's cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Another follow-up is that Drew teased on Drew's news that she and Adam are, yes, looking out for their next project. They are looking for it. So I thought that was fun because we talked about their potential first project, which
Yes.
didn't happen, Frigid and Impotent. If you guys want the story on that, you can go back to the last episode, or you can go to our How Do You Drew pod Instagram, and there's a reel that we did about that. So that's fun. But yeah,
That's really fun. It's
happy to
also
hear.
when I heard that little tidbit and Ross was like, "This is breaking news.
I
Like,
know.
let's talk about this." I was like trying to picture what they would do at this time in their lives because I feel like blended was like an interesting like their parent age and all
Right.
this stuff. And I sort of was like, "Ooh, I hope that it's not that like weird thing where they feel like they have to do like the older couple story." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I wonder.
I mean, I'm just really curious. I hope they find something fun that is adventurous and
I
not
have
like
to say, I think one of the problems for me with Blended was that the majority of that movie, they like hate each other. And I think they work better when
Yeah.
there's like an instantaneous connection. I think
Yeah.
people would rather see that than have them be like at odds
Yeah.
until the end of the movie.
I wouldn't mind them being like an old married couple and then coming across some kind of,
Yeah.
maybe I'll write something,
Okay, get on that.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Do we get any fun mail this week?
Sure. Let's have a comment from our sweet friend Jolena, who you guys have heard about many times.
Hi,
and
Jolena.
Have her even heard on the show.
You've got mail.
She sent us some nice feedback about our wedding episode. You want to read that?
Yeah, sure. So Jolena said, just listen to the wedding episode. Have to commend you guys on this one. I mean, you always hit it out of the park on all of them, but with such a topic, it was done so well. So loving and respectful.
Oh, that's so
Thanks,
sweet.
Joe. That means a lot.
Yeah, that's our episode 26 if you guys want to listen. And we definitely were like, okay, how do we approach this in a like respectful way, but make it fun? And
Yes.
It's nice to hear that she thinks we did that.
Yes. And also, we try to make these episodes in a way that not only is respectful, but if Drew were to listen, she would understand where we're coming from.
Yeah, hopefully,
You know,
right?
so in that one, I feel like we're like, Drew, we love you. This is all in fun.
Right.
You know? Okay, so now I'm always so excited to hear these. What did Drew love this week?
I love love.
Okay, here's what Drew declared her love for.
Okay.
Sourdough, which I'm like,
Yes.
you know about me and sourdough.
Me too.
M&M,
Uh-huh.
surprises.
Okay.
Rachel Dratch, who I forgot is her birthday twin. Until
I
she
forgot
came on
too
the show.
until this episode. Yeah.
Quirky everything.
Something's funny about that.
I know. Banana bread.
Yes.
A food pusher. It's like a person that makes you eat food.
Okay.
A hat.
Okay.
And a tidy whitey on a man.
I just love this because in juxtaposition with her grandma panties, like,
Yeah,
it's the absolute best.
I know. And Ross was horrified by this.
Oh, God.
Yeah, she said to Ross and Tay Diggs, and they were both just like, what? Are you kidding? Are you serious?
I mean, I would say most women like a boxer brief.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, they're I think a boxer brief is like so like, what's the word I want? Like cliche as the best underwear. So maybe Drew's like, nah, tidy whitey.
Yeah, you can be right. I can see that.
That's really cute. Okay. And our Drewism of the week, I know you polled a couple weeks back, but it's a really good one.
Oh, someone's picking up, you know, those cool little isms that we do.
Yeah, so it's like 2 weeks ago, but this one we need the audio clip for because it's better if you guys hear it live from Drew. So this is her talking to David Chang in regards to his Momofuku noodles.
One of the things that I love about these noodles is I can, like, in my mouth, feel the little, like, when I eat the noodles, I'm like, they dance in your mouth.
Well, that's a joy to my ears.
That's really, really cute.
And it's so accurate. Once again, somehow she it makes sense. You know what that means.
Yes. I think that's wonderful. That's a good poll. Thank you.
It was too fun. I had to.
Okay, so tell me about what you found for this week in Drew history.
Oh, okay. So I started just like, oh, these cute little pictures. So that's where I started. So this is March 3rd, 1984. We haven't had like a way back one.
Yeah, this is the year I was born. I was not born yet.
You weren't even born yet. Yeah.
Yes.
I just turned 2. So this is the Screen Actors Guild 50th anniversary celebration. And I'm like, oh, there's cute pictures of her wearing this pink puffy dress that kind of has polka dots on it that we saw a couple times.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it might have been the same designer who did her Oscars 83 dress because it has those like tiers, and I know she would go to this certain dress shop a bunch of times. Okay. Anyway, so I was like, I wonder if this is online to see like exactly what she did there because I wasn't sure if she like presented something or what. So I found it and we'll include the link. Oh my God. Okay. So it's really bad. It's really bad. She participated in a lot of these horrible 80s like TV specials that were just like actors celebrating themselves. And oh my God. Okay. So it starts with this opening number that she's in briefly. I'm only going to mention the things she participates in. Okay. And it's like, it's great to be an actor. And it's like propaganda for SAG. Like they're like, in your guidebook, you're gonna find this. Like it is so, oh my God, weird. So they have these like singers in the middle, and then all these actors are like standing off to the side. And there's a part where they zoom in on Drew, and she's singing very passionately. Very serious look on her face. I should have included the pictures so you could see. And then the main thing she does. Oh, okay. So there's this horrible song and dance number. The main guy is named Anthony Newley, and I guess he was an actor, and I think he did something as a child, and then he did music. I don't know. Okay. So it's him, and then Drew and Emmanuel Lewis, who of course was Webster. Yes. And they sing this whole song about how lucky child stars are. Like they are so lucky. Their lives are so good. I'm like, bullshit. And then it turns into this part where one day you're gonna grow up and find you're now ignored. I'm like, what the
Whoa.
hell is this? There's also a part where this adult man pretends to strangle Drew.
Oh.
And later on, he kisses her on the lips. And I was like, what the fuck is this? What is this? And it's like beyond cheesy, like 80s cheese. I don't know. We just had a different level of entertainment standards back then. And then there's a reprise of the opening song, and she's in the crowd for that too. But
oh my God. And I mean, thank goodness this is like on YouTube. Is that how you found it?
it's on the Internet Archive, which I guess
Oh,
is coming
okay.
through for us lately. It's like this
Nice.
untapped source we didn't know about for videos, but
That's amazing.
I'll include the link. You guys proceed with caution. I'll put the timestamps in there so you know where to look. But
Okay. Thanks for pulling that. That's turned out to be quite a treasure trove, sounds like. Or a trash trove.
Trove. There you go.
Oh my God, that's really funny. Thank you for the walkthrough.
Mm-hmm.
That's
The things
that's
I
really
do
great.
for this podcast.
I mean, it was the 80s. What can
It
you
was
say?
the 80s, big time.
Okay, so moving on. What's new with Drew?
Okay, so I hope everyone watched the birthday episode, Drew's birthday episode that aired on her birthday. They obviously filmed it in advance, but it was so wonderful, wasn't it?
It was great. I'm so glad you insisted I watch it.
Yeah.
Or if you listen regularly, you might know I just don't keep up with this stuff. It's not that I don't love Drew. I just don't take the time to go and watch her show. I am very glad I watched this one. It was
Good.
so joyful.
The main thing I wanted to note on it was how cute it was that the show basically gave or dedicated a Central Park bench for her Olive and Frankie.
Yeah, that was really sweet.
Really cool. And they had that footage of her dogs on the bench, and it's in the North Meadow. I don't know what that means because I've never been there, but
Me neither, but it's good to know
it's good to know exactly
for when we visit.
Yeah. So she said that she's always idealized the park bench as a symbol of permanent love, especially
Aw.
not having grown up with family. So this
I
was
love
like
that.
massively meaningful to her. And I can't wait till we see it one day. And if anyone out there can go and send us pictures, please do.
Oh, that would be so cool. Yes, any of you New Yorkers, make sure you go to Central Park and find Drew's bench and sit in it and
Yeah.
send some pictures in.
There's a little plaque on it that says Drew, Olive, and Frankie. So hopefully it's not
So
impossible
sweet.
to find. I guess if someone does find it, also send us a map.
Oh yeah, that as well. She's gonna need a park bench in LA.
I know, right? For real.
That was my feeling. I was like, oh, I guess New York is her home now. You know, like I had like a little bit of like, I love that so much. You know,
But-
Central Park is like a big deal. But yeah, we're gonna need to get her a Griffith Park bench.
I
or
was going to
something.
say Griffith Park too. Perfect. Let's get it done.
Perfect. Okay.
We'll tease her
Cool.
back.
That's her like future birthday present. Maybe I should cut that out so she doesn't get it ruined for her when she listens to this episode.
Good idea. Good idea.
Okay, what else we got?
Just a little bit of new stuff for Beautiful, her
Mhm.
cookware line. So they have released some stuff in lavender, which is super pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Drew had mentioned that is coming when she did that talk shop live at the end of last year. So I knew
Mhm.
it was coming, but it's fun to see. And then
Yeah.
literally like 5 minutes before we jumped on here, I found that there's some new items like an ice cream maker and
Ooh.
electric gooseneck kettle. So different kettle.
Oh,
I know.
shit.
I know. I knew
Now
you were
I
gonna
need
say
that.
and then a popcorn maker, which I was just trying desperately to replace a broken one, and we got one already. So I'm like, damn it.
Aw.
I know. But that's some fun stuff. So we'll
How
include some pictures
fun.
or links for that.
Cool.
And then the last thing is that I've seen a couple videos of her going through the new Drew magazine, this spring issue. And I noticed on the back cover, there's a Garnier ad with her that's definitely new. So
oh,
hopefully we can get a better look at that soon.
cool.
All right. Are we ready to get into the weekly topic?
I think we should because it's a really important, lovely, amazing, wonderful one. We've had this on our list like basically since day one is to do this topic, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, because we've thought about like people that Drew has collaborated with a lot, and short of having them on as a guest, which we would love to do with this person, but
Yes.
why not still talk about their collaborations and all the cool things they've done together?
Absolutely. So, yeah, so this is kind of part of our series of frequent collaborators. And this week we are doing
Ellen von
Unwerth.
Unwerth, photographer.
Ooh,
So
yes.
she is definitely one of the ones Drew has worked with the most over the years.
Yes.
Top 3, I would say, if I'm going off the top of my head.
Yep.
And definitely, maybe, probably my favorite. As much as I love our man, Mark Seliger, I think more consistently in like the recent shoots, I still feel as excited.
Yeah.
Ellen von Unwerth ones.
Yeah, I agree.
I told you earlier that basically this whole episode is just going to be us going over how much we love all the photos.
Yes. And it spans, it's probably the collaborator that she's worked with like over the longest period of time, maybe.
Yeah,
that's probably fair to say.
It's again neck and neck with Mark, very, very close. Yeah.
Yeah. Would Mark's first have been 95?
94, but
okay.
I think they've worked together much more recently than.
Of course. How could I forget 94 ones? Yeah. Either way, let's get into Ellen.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, often shortened as EVU. So let's get into the EVU episode.
Okay, let's do it. So Ellen was a fashion model prior to becoming a photographer, which is a fun fact. And I think that probably plays into her skills,
I think so too. And I had forgotten that. So yeah, I love that you pulled that out.
She's best known for her playfully erotic images of women.
Mm-hmm.
Her photos tend to empower rather than objectify. And she also is known for capturing the personality of her subjects. So I think all of these are totally accurate. I think this is why I love her work with Drew so much, for mainly these exact reasons.
Yep, absolutely. And that's so true. I flipped through a couple of photo books of hers at a bookstore years ago, and I was just like, every single one of these is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, they're like sexy, but they're never like raunchy. I don't know.
Yeah. There's something about, I mean, maybe it's woman shooting woman, I don't want to just say that and talk about gender in that way, but there is something so lovely. And I love that you use the word empower, because there's something about it. I love that you noted this as well. So Ellen is often incorrectly credited as doing Drew's Guess campaign. Although she did other campaigns with Guess, Drew's were shot by photographer Wayne Mazer. So that's just an often miscredited. Yeah, like we want to get the facts right.
It's all the time. It's crazy. If you just Google Drew Barrymore, Ellen von Unwerth, a bunch of Guess photos come up, and it's like, nope.
I mean, it's probably like those words over the years have slowly been like, yes, she's associated with Guess, but not with Drew in this specific case. And they do kind of feel like some of her shoots with Ellen. So I can see how it could happen, but we want to get that straight.
Yeah. So just stop spreading that, guys.
You heard it here.
Ellen often has called Drew one of her all-time muses. In fact, she just did that on her Instagram on Drew's birthday. So it's funny because we'd already chosen that as our topic. And then she posted that and we were like, okay, this is a sign. This is we're in the right direction.
I love it so much. And then I did a brief count of the shoots that we're going to be covering in this episode. And Ellen has done at least 12 shoots with Drew, which is really rad. I mean, there's one here that we're not sure if is like an extra one or if it's combined with another one, but either way, like a dozen is pretty damn great.
Yeah, especially when you see what these are. Like these are some all-time bests.
Oh God. Okay, are we ready to get into it?
Yeah, let's start with their very first one. So what's our time travel music?
Yeah, we kind of do like the Wayne's World thing a little bit.
So let's go back to the June 1993 issue of Vogue. So Drew's not on the cover of this, but there's a many-page spread inside, and Ellen did the photos.
Oh my God, it's killer.
Do you want to read this quote from Ellen?
Okay, so Ellen said, I remember the first time I saw Drew Barrymore. She was standing in line for the bathroom at a gala or something. I was totally fascinated and approached her and asked her for a shoot. So we shot for American Vogue. We made her like a Coney Island girl, and the pictures came out really great. That's
So
an
cool.
understatement.
Yeah. I found another quote somewhere. I didn't write it down because it was similar, but she basically said like that she saw Drew in line for a bathroom and she like was the only person that stuck out. Like she just noticed her right away. So cool. I mean, I get it at this time. This is like,
yeah, I was gonna
Drew's
say
beauty is just out of control at this time.
Yep.
So gorgeous.
Absolutely. Yes.
So this one, we're so lucky that there's so many photos from, so many
Yes.
outtakes were printed elsewhere. Like
Yep.
it's crazy how many there are from this. So that's not always the case with some of these other ones, sadly.
Yeah.
A lot of black and white,
Yep.
and they're all glamorous, I would say.
Yeah, they're even ones that are like outdoor and kind of like on the beach feel glamorous in their own way.
Hugely.
Yeah, they're incredible.
The article says that this was done on a chilly afternoon in March 1993. So we're exactly 30 years ago here.
Holy
so
crap.
Weird.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
Apparently, Drew's teeth were chattering and her skin was turning blue. But of course, she never complained and she was exceedingly polite to everyone. The usual.
Absolutely. I'm just picturing her behind the scenes with like a huge jacket, and then they're like, okay, Drew, go out there.
Yeah.
We've seen so many behind the scenes like movies where she's got like huge jackets on.
Oh my God, that's so true. I love
and
that.
I'm kind of picturing it in this case. And I just wanted to kind of briefly talk about some of the different setups of this. My instinct is that it was probably done like maybe over 2 different days at least because of how different some of the shoots are.
Indoor and outdoor stuff going on.
Yeah. But yeah, it includes like this whole outdoor thing where she's wearing this white outfit. In some of the pictures, she's wearing a trench coat and she's on the beach. And some of them, she's wearing the same white outfit with a blanket. She's got these like kind of combat boots with white socks on, which is like somehow really, really
so
works.
Good. Yeah.
It's so cute. It's so cute. So then there's other ones where she's topless on a bed and she's got like glamorous curly hair. And this is another reason why I think it's a different day is like her hair is very different from the outdoor shoot and the indoor shoots.
Yeah, that's true. Because the outdoor one, they almost look wet in all of the pictures.
Yes, and it's a little bit more like natural looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, the topless ones, like her hair's like in tendrils, like it looks freshly curled. And then there are like yet another part where she's got like straightened hair that's kind of pinned down. And some of them she's wearing like silk pajamas. Some of them she's totally nude, like that amazing one in the chair.
God, why are they all so pretty? I'm looking at them all right now, just like,
I know.
I love them
insane.
all.
They're insane. Yeah. And then there's like kind of this Marilyn Monroe-ish look where she's got like a fluffy kind of fur sleeves on.
The cigarette, that's one of my favorite ones.
Oh, God, it's so gorgeous. And then there's like a flowery dress with a cardigan. Like when I was looking at those, I'm like, this is the same magazine? Like I was just like, what the hell? Like seriously. And then there's like a lacy white dress at one point. It's like one of the only ones in color.
Oh yeah, where she's sitting in the like carnival ride.
Yeah. Thing. If they had printed these in different magazines, I would never have known they were the same shoot.
Yeah, you really
or
have
the
to
same like for the
closely.
Same magazine.
Yeah.
This is by far like one of the first ones that I was just like, I need this so bad, and it took me surprisingly a long time, I think, to get it.
I remember getting mine. It was in 2000. That's so funny.
Oh, I don't remember getting mine, but I do remember when I got it, I was like, oh my God, like so many of them are full page, so many like they're mind-blowing.
I feel like this could have been like one of her first really major shoots.
Yeah.
Especially like post comeback. It's a big deal.
Gosh, I wish I was a fan at this time.
I know. God, I can't even imagine.
I'm calling out if anybody was a fan when this came out, I want to know what your reaction was. If you remember like getting this and how you even found out about it, because she wasn't on the cover.
Oh my God. True.
Like, how is this not a cover shoot? It's just crazy. Okay, and before we move on to the next one, I want to know if you can pick a favorite. I know.
I'll just instinct.
Yeah.
I love the one that shows her tattoos from the back where she's topless.
Yeah, I think that might be my favorite.
I've always loved the one with the cotton candy and the little hat.
Yeah.
I've always loved the Marilyn-esque looking one.
Yeah.
And then I also really love the outtake where she's making the kiss through the fence.
I think the kiss through the fence and the close up of her back are
With
both
the tattoos. Okay.
Yeah, the tattoos.
So
I shouldn't say close up,
we're on
but
the
the back,
same
one of her
page.
back. And also because you've mentioned it a few times, like the fact that her back is one of her favorite features.
Yeah.
Like I love that this is so featured in here. And I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with like so many in this shoot, so it's hard to move on. I mean, we could easily spend an hour just going through each picture and going, ugh.
For real. Like you guys have to go to the episode page on our website, howdoyoudrew.com for this one because you gotta see.
But yeah, this one's just incredible, lovely. Like we're so lucky that Ellen and Drew teamed up for this. Like
definitely a great start to an awesome collaborative relationship.
Yes, absolutely. And after a little break, we'll jump on to the next one.
Howdy, Drewbies.
Drewbies. We want to tell you about our sponsor, Positive Medium. We've actually been clients of theirs for at least 10 years, and they take care of all of our website needs for thedrewseum.com.
They offer custom web design and professional coding, search engine optimization, marketing, and hosting. So we've been hosted by them, but we've also been able to take advantage of a lot of their expertise in these other areas as well.
Absolutely. So customer service is the biggest draw for us with this company. They have saved our site literally from obliteration quite a few times. But then they also help us with minor issues in just like literally a matter of minutes. So if we have like a coding question or just like something on the back end we can't figure out, we reach out to them and we get an answer back and the issue is solved within moments.
We're so excited that Positive Medium is allowing us to offer our listeners 25% off managed WordPress hosting plans using our promo code DREW, D-R-E-W, of course. And if you want to take advantage of this, visit positivemedium.com. We really, really vouch for these people. They've been so great to us and will continue to be great to us. I can only imagine.
I mean, they're great by offering this to our listeners. So take advantage. Again, it's promo code DREW, of course.
Okay, so next we are jumping to March 1994, a little time travel, for The Face magazine, which I believe is a magazine from the UK. Is that correct?
Yes, I believe so too. And again, she's not on the cover of this one.
That's right.
So weird.
So weird.
No, this one maybe is my favorite of, I don't know. That's too hard to say. I have very strong love for this one though.
Yes, it's again incredible. So we don't have a lot of background on this, but I can just kind of talk a little bit about the setups that we have.
Okay.
So once again, there are several different ones. Her hair doesn't really change super drastically. She's got like her blonde bob in most of it. In one of the pieces, she's got her hair up. But beyond that, there's not a lot of huge change. I guess she's got her hair up in two different ones.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. But it's generally down and looking real cute, parted in the middle. Super 90s. This is a very great, like, beautiful 90s aesthetic.
Yes. Yes. Like
makeup and everything.
But like also timeless. I don't know. Okay, so some of the outfits, which I'm just kind of like, those are outfit changes, so I'm just going to call them setup. So she's got two different frilly pink dresses.
Oh, yeah.
One has like a black outline on the collar, and the other one's just like frilly pink. And then there are two or three different white dresses. One's a tank top, and two have like more sleeves.
Yeah, well, they called the feature baby dolls, so I feel like that's
baby doll dresses.
Yeah, that tracks.
That's a good point. Then there's like a stripy red top that sort of looks like they were doing like shoots of her getting ready for the shoot.
Because that one, it does credit that shirt as her own, and she actually wears that in that weird ass cameo she has in that movie Inside the Gold Mine. She's wearing that shirt.
Oh my God, how weird.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Little tidbit.
And then, then the last thing, I can't tell if it's like a jumper or a top and like shorts, but she's got like a floral kind of outfit that she's wearing in the ones where she looks like she's doing her toenails.
Like where she's in an office. Yeah, it's almost like a cute little pajama set or something. Oh my gosh, adorable.
So once again, we could just like all over the place about these, about how much we love them. If I had to pick a favorite, I would probably go with the one of her doing her nails in the little office.
Oh, that's a great one. It's really
blurry,
cute.
But it's like something about it is dreamy.
Very.
The one that was printed in the face, I think, is black and white. Oh, it's so good.
Okay.
Can you pick a favorite?
I have always really loved that one of her putting her makeup on.
Yeah.
And then of course I love the ones with the pink fluffy dress because pink's my favorite color. And these have a great color to them. So
Yeah,
one of
they do
those
have
two.
a lot of nice color. I never really liked her nails in the pink ones because she's got like these like press-on pink nails, but it goes well with the outfit.
Yeah.
The other one I really love is the first one in the feature that says baby doll on it.
Yeah. Damn, they're all just so good.
So cute. They're so cute. And one thing I pointed out, and I wanted to get your opinion on it, is if you think the one of them sitting on the curb, it's her with someone else. It looks like Justine to me.
It definitely could be. I don't know if that's ever crossed my mind before, but this is kind of when she was bringing Justine and Mel along to everything she did. So
Yeah.
it totally could be. It definitely resembles her.
Yeah, it's
That's
really
fun.
cool. It'd be neat to find out for sure.
Justine, let us know.
And then the last thing I wanted to mention is how much I love when they used one of these pictures on the cover of Arena, which I think is also a magazine from the UK.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's such a great cover of her like sipping on a soda.
Ugh. Something about Ellen getting her to use a straw. Like this happens a lot. It's always so cute.
Yeah. Whether it's, well, she's got like, in this one, she's got, does she have a cigarette in this one? If not, like future one, she definitely does. But it's like popsicle. I think there's like
lollipop.
Yeah. I think there's something she knows that like there's something really cute and sexy about having somebody like eating something.
Yeah.
I think there's even like ones where she's like eating like a cracker or something. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me just see if
I
I can.
right. Or like
yeah, there's one where she's like eating like a cookie or a cracker.
Oh my gosh, that's
so
funny.
cute. God, that one is so cute. God, that one's probably a favorite too. Holy shit.
Too many.
Okay.
Too many.
I don't know how, but let's move on.
Okay, so now we're starting to come up where they must have just been doing shoots together back to back to back.
Yeah.
Man, these are now going to come out real fast. So, of course, classic, we have Playboy from January 1995. And we have talked quite a bit about this issue in our 1995 year in review episode.
Yep.
So you can go back and listen to that if you're interested.
Yep.
That is going to be episode 14 if you want to go back and listen to that. But
Cool.
let's just briefly get into it.
Okay.
I will say that some background is that Drew partially decided to do this because of her respect for Ellen. She called her photos works of art.
Oh.
And then she also said, I was intrigued about working with Playboy, and I thought the amalgamation of everyone doing this together would be an amazing and daring adventure.
Yes, Drew. And like we've said before, with like that time in her life, she has no regrets and is glad that she did what she did, like this and the flashing on David Letterman, but at a very different time in her life. Obviously, we're time traveling right now to a different, very different time in Drew's life.
Yeah. She later joked in another magazine, like, hoo-hoo, I did nudies. Like, no, not that big of a deal. It was fun.
Yes. And as Ashley mentioned, you've got to go and listen to our 1995 episode where we talk about Steven Spielberg's reaction, which I'll just briefly say he had his like imaging team make, I don't know if it was like a version of the magazine, but like put clothes on her in versions of the pictures, and he sent her a quilt that said
to see.
Yes, that said cover it up. Like really fun. But I just want to talk a little bit about the setups once again. This one, I think there are at least 2 different days of the shoot because, or some of the images, she's got like slicked hair, not that dissimilar from Vogue, like
true, yeah, with the little
side.
Brett,
I mean, yeah, her hair's much shorter, of course. And then in a bunch of the other ones, she's got kind of like scruffy pixie, and she's got her bangs actually like in her face.
I know she can totally work those baby bangs like most people cannot.
So cute.
They look so good on her.
They look so cute on her, and I think she looks beautiful and classy in all of these. I think Ellen did a beautiful job.
Yeah, which is funny because I think they were sort of going for. I remember knowing this at some point, sort of like, lack of a better term, be like a little white trash looking. She's kind
I can see that.
Yeah, she's like this girl that's like hanging out at a garage essentially. And a lot of these, there's like one with a tire, one with an old truck, like another office one, which is funny because it's very similar looking, like junky kind of office to the ones in the face.
Oh, yeah. She has like a very similar, like her placement of her legs and everything.
But they all have such a like playful, sweet vibe. Like
Yeah.
none of them like come across as like raunchy. There's a lot of goofy, silly ones too, which is fun.
Yep. I think it's very Drew.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't feel untrue to her.
Not
That's
at
who
all.
she is.
Especially at this time.
Yes, exactly. So the scruffy pixie ones I think are my favorite.
Yeah,
including
same.
the ones where she's got the kittens. And do we know anything about like how those kittens appeared on set? Like, did they?
No, I would
them?
love to know more.
I love the idea that maybe they were like at this tire shop, and then there were just some, you know, kittens.
I could totally see it, and Drew just being like, "Here, I'm gonna pick this up and pose with it." Yeah,
totally. My favorite is probably one that wasn't even printed in Playboy, but it's one where she's got the kitten on her head and she's kind of like scrunching her face a little bit. And my instinct is, it might be one that was printed in Interview.
I believe it was.
In like 97.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite?
My favorite is probably, it's one of the first ones in the magazine, and it's like a very close up on her. She's wearing like a see-through sort of top, but she's like her tongue sticking out and her eyes are kind of squinted, and she's just in the sunshine looking a little messy and cute.
So cute.
Beautiful. Love them.
Yeah, totally beautiful. One thing that I didn't notice before is that in some of the ones she's wearing a gold necklace and it actually has the Playboy bunny on it.
Oh, I thought it was like an angel. Why did I think that?
I don't know, but
oh my God, you're right.
Playboy bunny, and I didn't.
I've always thought it was an angel. Wow, you're blowing my mind right now. Oh, those are so cute. I do love the ones that were sitting with that necklace on, sitting in the chair with the lollipop. They're also
they're really cute.
God, these pictures are cute. Sometimes I forget how much I like them.
I know it's kind of one of those ones that like. Not that I avoid it, but I'm like, yeah, she did Playboy. I've seen those a million times. And then I like see them again. I'm like, oh God, they're so cute. Like, I'm so glad we have these.
Yeah. Oh man. Good stuff. All right.
Okay, let's move on. So now we are going to March 1995. Like we said, we're kind of going to be like, you know, 95 is a big one. Yeah. So March 1995, finally a cover story.
Oh my gosh.
For ID magazine, which I think is also from the UK.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so now this shoot is one setup. It's like relatively simple, but killer.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. There aren't that many. There's a few in the magazine. There's a few outtakes, but not a ton. But they're all, and they're all very similar to each other. But they're all fantastic.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Yeah, so she's in this like pink bikini in all of them, right?
Yep.
And some big heels that in the article they say were way too big for her, and she was like clunking around.
That's really cute.
I know.
And she's got this like single daisy in her hair, which when I think about it, like when did she start wearing daisies in her hair?
I would say 95.
Right around this time.
Yeah, right around this time.
It feels like it's kind of like introducing the Drew and Daisy, you know.
Oh my gosh,
mix.
This could be like the origin.
Yeah, I didn't even really think about that, but it's like she's got one adorable Daisy. They are so cute. I don't think we can even like. Yeah, she's got a bikini on. Of course, she looks so sexy, but she's also the sexiest and cutest thing you've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, the article even talks about that. It says that she's like dancing around, being goofy to this loud Cuban music and making silly faces. But then she like turns on this sex vamp persona and she's like, oh, that's just like an act. That's not really who I am. But she can do it and it comes through. Like some of these are really sexy.
I love that. So it said that Drew took home a test Polaroid with, quote, maximum seductive power as a gift for then boyfriend Eric Erlandson. Eric, show that to us.
Oh my God. Imagine if he still had that.
He better still have it.
I know,
it's gonna end up in
right?
the Druseum one day. I know it.
Okay, put it out there. We're
Yes.
manifesting that right now. And of course, again, she supposedly thanked and hugged everyone on set. And then I love this little note. She left the set, like she changes into flared pants, a huge woolly cardigan, and the daisies still in her hair. And she said, this is me in real life.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that so much.
She's
That's really
both,
cute.
though.
Yeah,
do you know
totally.
this fact that ID like the way that they do their name looks like a wink in every cover of the magazine. The person's winking. Did you know that?
No.
Like it's basically like an emoticon of a wink if you look at it.
I can see that now.
Sideways. Yeah. And then
Are they always
have the person
winking on that side?
I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
How did you know it?
I don't know how I found that out. It's just something I've known for a while.
That's really cute. And I'm going to go ahead and say my favorite from this shoot is the cover.
Oh, it is a really good one. I think my
really
favorite is the one with the straw, though. I'm telling you, it's something about her and a straw and
Well,
Ellen.
but she's got a straw on the cover, too. It's just not... I know what you're
right.
talking about. There's the other one with the straw. It's a different picture, though.
Oh my God, you're right.
It's a different one. But I can't help but wonder, like, is she drinking iced tea? But I don't know if she was in her iced tea phase then yet.
That's true. It might be too soon. So good.
This is so great. Simplicity is key in here, and it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I don't know if we're ready for the next one since we're both like still dying from this.
This is just too many good shoots in a row. How do they do this?
I don't know.
Okay. Now we're going to go to the next month, April 1995, for the issue of German Vogue. So not a cover, but damn, this is a feature that I coveted for so long. And I'm still like, it is really special. I don't think we have any outtakes from this one. I think all we have are what are printed in the magazine, but there's a lot. So
yeah,
it's not like we're lacking in content here.
Yeah. Once again, I cannot believe like how many of these are not covers.
I know. It's bizarre.
And the fact that this is like German Vogue. Okay.
It could have totally been an amazing cover, but anyway.
Yeah. So how do we even get into this? I guess we can.
She's got this huge bouffanty platinum blonde wig in all the pictures. So that's kind of the only through line. Lots of, again, sexy and cute. Like that's what they do together.
Yeah. It's really great. Once again, I'll just kind of outline a couple of the outfits. So I think only one of the pictures, she's got this really cute, like blue, I'm going to call it a teddy. I don't know if that's the right word.
Yeah.
But it's like this bright blue color. The image in which she's wearing it, that's definitely one of my tops. She's got like a stripy top and a silk skirt where she's holding a cake. So cute.
Yeah.
There's like a full nude where she's got a red boa on. So sexy in profile.
Yeah, that one is pretty different from the rest of them.
Yeah, it kind of is. It almost could be separated from the rest.
It could go in Playboy easily.
Yep. I just noticed, I'm just going to make this comment. Does the wig look really similar to the wig she wears on the cover of George?
No.
No?
I mean,
okay.
It's like a similar hairstyle, but I don't think if you saw them side by side, I don't
that
think
it would look similar.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the last two kind of outfits, there's some kind of halter top, and you can only tell because there's a picture from the back where it's clearly a halter. I don't think there are any from the front with that, or if there are, you can't tell.
Oh yeah, you're right. Weird.
And then the last thing is kind of like a floral outfit in which there's one image where she's showing her butterfly.
Yeah, the crop top.
But these, I don't know if we can do them justice by talking about it. You absolutely have to go see them if you've never seen them before.
You must look at these.
You must. And I'm going to ask this question again. Do you have a favorite?
Okay, gut instinct. My favorite has probably always been the one in the floral crop top where she holds a cigarette. I hate cigarettes. I hate smoking, but something about Drew posing with a cigarette gets me every time. Damn it, Drew. But I love that you can see her belly tattoos and she's got her little tongue and she's looking to the side. I've always just really loved that one.
It's classic Drew.
What about you?
My favorite is probably the one of her back where she's like holding the beer bottle in her hand.
Yeah. Oh, is she holding a beer bottle? I've never noted that.
You're
right.
I'm looking at it right now and it's like, yeah.
Why have we looked at these so many times and yet you're like teaching me new things?
Because we as humans focus on slightly different things.
That's true.
I think that and then the one in the blue teddy.
Yeah.
God, I'm sorry. I'm just like I was sidetracked by looking at how beautiful she is. Like it almost looks like a picture that a lover would take of their partner or something.
And it's got that great lighting too.
Yeah, it's so gorgeous. Do you know where you got your coffees? Because I'm pretty sure I got mine from that girl Brandy.
Oh, wow. No, I don't actually have a memory of getting this, which is so weird because I truly, it was like the top of my list
Sought
for
after.
so long. But
Yeah.
I got it somehow.
I think it was something like when I was going through Brandy's collection, I was like, believe it or not, I don't have this. Holy crap. Like, I need this now.
Ugh,
And oh God.
thank goodness.
Is it? I mean, is it one of those ones that's kind of rare? Because I feel like it was hard to get.
Yeah,
and
I think
don't...
it is.
Oh, God, it's so good.
Thank God we both have it.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, and then the last one we've got for 1995, and I don't think we know exactly when this shoot or these shoots were done, is the campaign for Miu Miu.
Yeah, another freaking amazing one that we don't
So
really have
amazing.
that much from, weirdly enough.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of information. I once again think that it's at least 2 photo shoots because in one of them her hair is like curlier pixie and then the other one's like a spiky. Pixie.
I would agree because they were for 2 different campaigns, so that
there
totally
you go.
Tracks. Yeah.
Is it like spring and fall or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
And this is like in the Drew collecting world, these are pretty hard to find. I think a few of them are like in relatively easy magazines to find, but I feel like it took me a long time to get most of them, and I still don't think I have all of them.
Yeah, I know that we're both missing the same one. And then I think you have said you're missing one other that I have. But other than
that's
that,
what I think.
There's only 10 in total. And yeah, I have 9 and you have either 8 or 9.
Yeah, they're really cool.
They're so pretty, like the coloring. I love the coloring of them.
Yeah, and I like how only one of them, well, I guess 2 of them are like super bright, and then the others are like pretty muted.
But like all a muted pink or white. Oh,
yeah.
They're so fun. And
they're
like,
so cool.
Kind of different outfits than Drew would have normally worn, I think.
Yeah. Because they're like high fashion.
Yeah.
Like Miu Miu is pretty high fashion, but then simple also. Like some of them are just like a kind of like a white t-shirt.
But with a sexy red bra underneath.
Yeah, that's true. Do you have a favorite ad? I'm gonna guess which one I think is yours, but I'll tell you if I'm right.
The weird thing is I don't really know. I don't really have an instinctual first pick. Maybe the one we don't have, but okay, I'm gonna
which one's the one we don't have? Remind me.
It's labeled as number 10 and she's like looking up to the side.
That's the one I was gonna say was probably your favorite. I was gonna say I don't think I have that one, so I'm glad that my brain remembered that. I feel like
I love the one in the red bra and panties with the purse, but I also feel like it's the most like overused one, if that makes sense. Like I feel like we saw it the most.
Something about that one I feel like has like the Playboy effect where it's like, yeah, it's cute. And then I look at it again, I'm like, this is so cute.
Yeah.
It's one of those, like I've probably saved it 100 times on my computer back when I was first
probably
a fan.
On so many fan sites.
Yes.
So many internet sites in general.
Yes.
And then that setup is the only one that we've seen any outtakes from. Our friend Jeremy somehow got this like printed paper that had 2 of these outtakes that are
so cool.
Really freaking cool.
Yeah, so cool. My favorite might be the one where she's crossing her arms, which is like a little bit different than the other ones somehow. Yeah,
it's
these
very
are
different.
super
It barely
cute.
looks like her because in the second setup, the like but I believe was fall. She also has very bleached eyebrows.
Yes.
Or you can't.
Or they're
see
just
her.
like
they're just
I think they're just really thin.
Okay.
And the way they did her makeup is like really, really dark around her eyes. So, and they didn't color in her eyebrows because at that time in the 90s, like eyebrows weren't the focus.
Lack of eyebrows was a focus. So those are all fun because they barely look like her. Like
totally.
Very different makeup and adorable.
Yeah. Okay, I picked another favorite. The one where it's the same setup and she's like got her hands, she's got a big like kind of cream jacket on and she's got her hands on the front of the jacket. That's another really cool one.
Yeah.
I think it's her face in that I love. I feel like it's like Miu Miu at the time. I was like, I have no idea what that is. I didn't know anything about high fashion. And even now, like, I'm like, oh, that's right. Drew did a campaign for them or 2 campaigns for them. Like it's, okay.
Ugh. We're just going to be disgusted this whole episode.
Yes, just so much. Okay. Okay, I guess we can move on.
Okay, so that was pretty much it for that time in the mid 90s. And then we get one more from the 90s. This is for Talk Magazine, September 1999.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one we don't have much from, sadly, even though we have these three amazing setups. They're these kind of retro, vintage Hollywood setups.
Love these. Was this it was not a cover. Once again, not a cover.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
But I remember, so by this time I was a fan. Thankfully, we're in like the time period where I actually would remember getting things.
Oh my gosh, right? This is the first one.
And I know, and I remember getting this very well. In each of them, Drew is dressed up as a different vintage Hollywood star. So we've got her dressed up as Douglas Fairbanks Sr., which I love, where she's like with a camera and she's got a mustache drawn on and she's dressed masculine. Really, really cute. I'm seeing that you have an outtake here saved, which is so cool.
So cool.
And then Esther Williams, which I'm not familiar with Esther Williams.
She was like the mermaid of Hollywood. Like I think she did a lot of stuff swimming.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So in these ones, she's in the pool with a frilly swim cap. And then we've got her dressed as Jean Harlow, which I think this one we literally only have one.
I know. And that one kills me because I'm not actually a fan of that exact shot of Drew. I think it's a little strange looking.
Yeah.
The way her head is tilted is sort of awkward, but I have a feeling like the other ones I'd probably be obsessed with from this setup.
Yeah.
God, I wish.
So she's got like finger waves. And she's got like this, it's hard to kind of tell what she's wearing, but it's like a silky kind of undergarments, it looks like. But yeah, I agree. I feel like this is like a really kind of odd one. And I'm sorry to say this, but she looks a little bit like the Scream dummy, her expression.
Yeah, that's accurate. Like something's
but it's beautiful.
About it.
I mean, not to say the Scream dummy is absolutely beautiful. Let me just put that out there.
Poor dead Casey.
And I know there aren't a lot to pick from, but what would you say is your favorite out of the three setups?
If there were outtakes of the Jean Harlow one, I'd probably pick that, but probably the pool one. They're just really, really lovely.
They're really cute. And I wanted to say that when I don't know if I had my braces still when I would have had my braces, yes, when I got this magazine. And while I had my braces, I would look at that image of her smiling in the pool and think, this is what my teeth will look like when I'm done.
Oh, that's so cute.
Isn't that funny? So when I see this, I think of like myself with braces thinking like it's gonna be worth it when my teeth look like that.
Amazing. I love memories like that.
I know, it's so funny. But God, I love these.
Okay, Ellen, we want some outtakes from this one.
We absolutely want the outtakes.
What if there were even like different like people she dressed up as that we don't know about?
Oh my God.
Just trying to make myself crazy.
My God, let's take note in our mind for when we do talk to Ellen, even if it's years from now, ask about this.
Sounds good. All right, let's go further in time. Now we're getting spread apart here.
Yeah, now we're jumping 7 years ahead.
Yeah.
So there was a 4-year gap and now a 7-year gap. Ooh. Now we're in September of 2006 with In Style magazine. And this one is a cover feature.
Yeah,
thankfully.
One of Drew's many In Style covers.
Yes. One of how many? I don't want to put us on the spot.
At least 10, I think.
Wow. Nuts.
I love this. This is one of my favorite In Style features she has for sure.
It's a really cool one.
It was kind of like New York City themed because she was in New York doing music and lyrics. And apparently the day that they shot this, she had already been shooting music and lyrics all night until almost dawn.
Oh my God.
Then she came and did this and somehow stayed upbeat all day. They wrapped the shoot at 9:30 p.m. So man, busy girl.
Holy crap.
Yeah, she brought her own iPod and was blasting music. And then apparently she went to a party afterward and borrowed some black heels from the shoot, which is fun.
Went to a party after? Like didn't even go to sleep?
Drew, you wild thing.
Yes. So this seems like it was kind of, I would say, split in two. I think sometimes you can tell when the cover shoot is a different shoot, but maybe if they were shooting literally all day, maybe it was the same day. So in the cover shoot images, they're simpler with a white background. It's got either like the red or the blue sparkly dress. And then do you want to talk about the New York City themed ones a little bit?
Yeah. So I would say those cover ones are kind of the more like, oh, classic, a little boring. But then all the other ones are freaking amazing.
Yeah.
We've got her like in this striped outfit on a bike with like fishnets. We have one where she's like biting into a pretzel. There's like a beautiful one of her putting on her makeup in the mirror. Another straw one. Oh my gosh. Of course. I love it. Ones of her with a microphone, like she's like a singer. What the heck? They're so good. What else? There's gloves, there's fishnets, there's all kinds of beautiful, sexy stuff.
They're so cute. Do you have a fave? I'm guessing it's one of those New York City kind of themed ones.
Probably the one with the straw. Again, or the one with her putting her fingers around her eyes and sticking her tongue up. Like that one is so cute.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite.
Classic
that one or the
Drew.
one where she's putting lipstick on.
Yeah, in the mirror. That one's great too.
Yeah.
We should note that Flossie was on the set.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet little Flossie. You can
So
see her in a couple
cute.
pictures, but
Yeah. Really
another
cute.
like great colors, bright and vibrant, but also like black and white and sexy. All of the Drew things that you want in your life.
And I feel like if I were to guess by looking at these, I would have guessed they were Ellen.
Yeah.
Not the cover, because like the cover, like it's more subdued. It could almost be anyone, and that's not to say it's not a good cover.
Fashion magazine cover.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good one, but I think we can easily move on to the next incredible.
Oh my gosh, what's the next one? Let me go to the notes. Oh, Get ready to die again. Okay. Let's jump 3 more years to 2009, which was just, a bang up year for Drew magazines. But we've got the fall winter issue of Versus. And this one, oh my God, this is for Whip It. So we've got roller skating and some of the other cast members. And I believe this had several covers, and Drew only appeared on one of them, obviously. But
that sounds familiar.
Right. You had to like get lucky and find the one with Drew on the cover.
Yeah, I think so.
Makes it extra special.
Yep.
We should mention that this was shot at a place called Hot Skates in Long Island. So it must be like a skating rink, which is so fun. And it definitely gives like that fun skating rink vibe with the colors and everything.
Totally. And I love that they had a couple different shoots with the Hurl Scouts. So it's like they've got them in there. It looks like they're Hurl Scouts costumes.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's not just the Hurl Scouts.
Yeah,
it's also
we also have Iron Maven and her Holy Rollers outfit.
Yes. And then there's like also them wearing these pink and black outfits with fishnets. And in one picture, they've got these kind of like silk jackets. And Drew has one that says her name on it, which is so cute.
Oh yeah, that one's so cool. Where is that
jacket? It's so cool. I know. And they're all like giving each other a big hug. I can't even tell who's. It's like it looks like it's at least 3 of them in that picture,
I think
but
it's
hard to
4.
Oh, there's 4.
There's 4. 4 legs.
There's all 4. These are so fun. It's hard for us to really describe them, but it's like the girls having a great time.
Oh yeah.
And then the ones of just Drew are like freaking amazing.
Ugh, I know.
My favorite is probably the close-up of her with the fake black eye.
I do really, really love that one too. The colors they use, like pink and purple, it's totally my vibe.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna be really basic here. My favorite's the one with the straw. Why does this keep happening?
Wait, is it the one in the diner?
Yeah, where she's like in a diner booth and she's got her legs up and she's wearing like wild animal print and she's got a freaking straw. It's magic. Drew plus Ellen plus straw. I'm telling you. We also have an amazing outtake where she's wearing the rainbow socks and she's got her like legs up over her head.
Okay, I'm looking at that. Where the heck is that from?
I don't know, but it's cool. So cute.
So cool.
Because that one's in color and all the other ones in this outfit are in black and white.
Yeah, I was gonna say didn't even know she was wearing the rainbow socks.
Damn.
The cover is also so cool.
Yeah, what a
Holy
badass,
crap.
right?
Yeah. she was in such great shape. She was like seemed to be just having the time of her life. Like this is like almost like Drew got to have another 95 in 2009.
You know what? Yeah, she had that same kind of energy, that kind of freedom and comfort in her skin. I would totally agree with that.
Yeah, such a good one.
Yeah, let's just mention that the other castmates, we have Elliot Page and then Zoe Bell and Juliette Lewis. So they all look like they're having a blast together.
Yes, it's so fun.
Classic Ellen.
Okay, so now we are going forward another 5 years.
Ugh, too many years in between.
I know. And there's been a lot of years since too. Which,
I know.
What? Too many. Okay, so now we find ourselves in 2014. People magazine from June 2nd of that year, right after the birth of dear Frankie.
Yes, so different. This is very different for Drew and Ellen.
Very different. And I love that they did this. The pictures, I mean, honestly, don't really have an Ellen feel except for a couple of them, but they're wonderful.
Yeah.
I guess maybe the brightness of them has kind of like an Ellen feel.
Probably the only thing. I will say this is probably my least favorite of their collabs, and it's not because of the subject matter, because we love seeing Drew with her daughters, but I feel like these are overly retouched, and
they are.
I definitely can give some grace to Drew being a brand new mom. I'm sure she looked really tired, and I'm sure she wanted to look a little better, but I just feel like it's too done. Like there's a filter on her face and all of them.
I mean, I gotta say, because I literally saw Drew within like probably a week or two of this shoot, which is a trip. I mean, I guess I don't know exactly when the shoot was done, but I saw her at the blended premiere on May 21st.
So yeah, before this even came out.
Yeah, I can't even believe that she had just given birth and then had to promote a huge film.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Like it was insane. I mean, Drew, I've been very lucky to meet Drew many times, as has Ashley. And I would say she seemed like the most tired when I met her at that premiere.
Okay.
Like, it's not to say that she was like rude or anything. Like, she was absolutely kind, like wonderful. But I think that she like made an appearance and then left, which totally makes sense.
Totally. It also could be she's feeling really bummed out that I wasn't there. That's probably.
I mean,
that's
the most likely story. But I can say that like I could see in her face in these this like calm kind of like I'm a mom now.
Yeah, I mean they're beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I love seeing her with her daughters, but I wish they weren't so overly retouched.
Yes, I get what you're saying. Like, there's one of them where I think it's one of the Mother of Dragon ones where it's like her face looks a little bit not like Drew almost.
Yeah. It is fun that these were all done at her LA house too, though.
Oh, were they done at her house? Like not the Montecito one, her actual LA
the ones
house?
with Olive are in Montecito, but these are LA. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, of course, it's a very different shoot. It's more like kind of like they're doing a semi-candid situation. Like it's not really like as typical photo shoot.
Yeah, it's just like Drew at home with their kids and Will in some of them.
So there are 3 different outfits. There's a gray striped t-shirt. There's a t-shirt that says Mother of Dragons. And then there's a floral shirt. And that's it.
The Mother of Dragons one, I remember being like a big hit. Like people really love that. I think somebody even like started selling them or something like that. It was really popular.
Oh, that's funny. I wonder where the shirt.
I know Will got it for her.
Oh,
so
cute. Yeah, they're really sweet. I particularly love the ones of her holding Frankie in front of is it Jasmine?
Oh yeah.
They are very sweet. The one of Olive in the foreground and the family in the background is really sweet.
Yeah, they're kind of giggling at whatever she's doing.
Yeah.
I think my favorite is the one of Drew pushing Olive on the swing.
It's really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, this is a different one. It's really cool that she got Ellen to do it. I wonder how they decided. Do you remember who did the first one? Was it Mark?
Yeah. No, it's Peggy Sirota. And Sirota, one day we'll know. One of her other frequent collaborators.
Yeah, so I'm guessing she was like, I will do it if I can get my choice of photographer.
My trusted people. Yeah, I would agree.
Amazing.
Oh, okay.
All right. So do we want to jump to the last or second to last?
Yeah, probably the last, but we'll explain why we're not sure.
Yes.
Okay, so then we have More magazine from February 2015. I don't even remember what that magazine is.
I was just gonna say I have no idea what
that
More magazine is.
Like Here and Then Gone? I don't know. I think it was done while she was filming Miss You Already.
Okay.
That feels correct to me, but I guess I shouldn't say that if I don't know for sure, but I think it was.
You always have a reason for making statements like that.
That's
so
true. Some part of my brain has information.
So in this one, we've got 3 outfits, which again, I'll call kind of setup. So we've got a black lacy top, long sleeve. We've got a white lacy dress that kind of has a black kind of tank dress or tank top underneath. And then there's a white kind of opaque dress where she has this big black and white hat that she wears with it.
Yeah, I love the hat.
They're all really pretty. Like, I really like what they did here. It's hard to say if it feels typical Drew and Ellen, but some of them really do.
Yeah, the ones with the hat, I think particularly have that vibe.
Yeah.
And there are some outtakes that we've only seen extremely tiny versions of that almost have a little bit more of the Ellen vibe than some of the ones that were printed, I would say.
Yes, totally. I'm willing to guess that we might have the same favorite.
What is my favorite? My favorite is the one with her hair like over her mouth like a mustache.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Of course.
I also really love the 2 lacy dresses here. I had a dress in high school that was like a white lace, kind of lacy kind of dress with black underneath. And I so wish I still had it. I wouldn't have been able to fit it, but it kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah, it's got a like good 90s look to it, actually.
Yeah. These are really cute. It was nice to see her like tap into this with Ellen.
I know.
I gotta say, there's a behind the scenes picture where Drew's got a blonde wig.
I know. And I remember like waiting for those photos to come and they never came.
Yes. So we know that there's another.
There.
Yes. And was that shared on Ellen's Instagram?
I believe so. Yeah.
But yeah, clearly there was something else going on. Either Drew put on a wig for fun for this.
Yeah.
There's definitely some other setup because the shirt that Drew's wearing in that is different. Or dress.
Gosh, good point. So that leads us to questioning this possible last one, or is this part of this? We don't know.
And I love that you found this. So I'll introduce it a little bit. So probably from 2015, possibly from the same like photo shoot as this. Ashley found this image by, I'm guessing you were searching for Ellen and Drew, and this popped up, and the makeup artist posted this on her online portfolio.
Yeah. So the makeup artist is Mary Jane Frost. And when I did my research today, she did do the More magazine. So, and Drew's hair is similar, but everything else looks so different. So we don't know if these are part of that or not, but we do know that one of these photos was used by Flower Beauty. Literally one.
Yes.
Which is so weird.
It's so strange. And the other one, the one that you found, it's
beautiful.
So cool. It's so
stunning.
Beautiful. There's like this cool floral background. She's wearing like a kind of a silky, looks like kind of translucent blue top, and she's holding these yellow flowers. And I think the only reason besides the makeup that you could really connect it directly with that Flower Beauty one is the flowers.
Yeah.
She's holding the same flowers. But it's gorgeous. I love that you found this. And I love that we now know that Ellen did some Flower Beauty. Like,
whether she did it for flower or they were used for flower, we don't know.
That's a very good point.
Information. I did reach out to the makeup artist for clarification, but she hasn't seen the message yet. So maybe we'll have a follow-up.
Maybe so. But that wraps up our Ellen episode, which that's been epic.
Yeah, epic Ellen.
The epic Ellen von Unwerth.
And man, they are overdue for a collaboration, guys. Please.
Oh my God. Yes. So it's been, let's see, if 2015 was the last time, it's been 8 years. Yeah, they're definitely due. That's the longest it's been between, because I think the last record was 7 years. So Unacceptable.
For real. Maybe this will somehow spark something in the
I was
universe.
just gonna say that. I was just gonna say that.
We do have those kind of powers, you know.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. In case you all haven't noticed, things tend to happen around this.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're already happening and somehow we get this clue in our little wormy brains.
I like that idea.
Yes, this was really great. Thank you for pulling all of these. Thank you for letting us go down this incredible Ellen lane.
I know, man, you guys, if you don't know these photos, get on it.
Get on it like immediately. Like,
yeah.
Especially all you fans who are like relatively new to Droobydom, like check these out. Like they are classic.
Can you imagine like being new and finding this stuff?
No, that's
It would
crazy.
blow your mind.
Like I love that it's like multiple of these shoots. I'm like, I remember dying when I got this one, dying when I got this one, like dying when I got this. Like,
so good.
Okay. So good.
Deep breaths.
Yes. Ellen, if you're listening somehow, we love you. Come on our podcast.
Yes, please. Anytime. It's not
Yes,
too late.
anytime. We will make the time anytime, even if I'm suffering from COVID again somehow.
Oh man. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. If you want to rate, review, and subscribe, we would love that. I did notice that I think we've been getting some ratings on Spotify because you can
cool.
rate ratings, but we got 5 stars. So let's keep it up. Let's get some more.
Yes.
And then go over to Instagram, follow the pod account at How Do You Drew Pod. And then also follow us at Drewseum for all kinds of miscellaneous content about Drew. That's kind of more of our catch-all, all Drew things account. Yep. And then How Do You Drew Pod is always related to the podcast, of course.
Yes. And also be sure to visit our website at howdoyoudrew.com and our other website at thedrewseum.com. We're just taking over the web now. Send listener mail to howdoyoudrewpod@gmail.com. Tell us how much you loved these Ellen photos if you hadn't seen them. Like, we want to hear your fresh reactions.
Yes, please.
Yes. And we'll see you next Drewsday, everyone.
Sounds good. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This episode of the How Do You Drew podcast was researched and produced by Ashley and Ann from thedrewseum.com with help from our sponsor, Positive Medium.
Special thanks to Matt Costa for our lovely theme song, Roxy Prima for our adorable logo, and last but not least, Drew Barrymore and all the Drewbies who love her. We do this for you.
Thank you.